Hey everyone, this is DayTraderRockStar, and tonight I'm going to be talking about just give you an update on the S&P 500 and my views on what could take place here. Now, there's one thing I'm talking about every single day is the amount of negativity in the markets, and I've always been, a student of the markets, knowing that, when fear is out there, it's usually a good time to start looking to buy things. And there is tremendous fear out there. There's tremendous fear. It's, and the markets continue to, live and learn and evolve through its times. 2008 with the banking crisis. We had the flash crash last May. So there's little things that happen throughout the market, and it continues to evolve from that and continue to move up. But there's so many gloom and doomers out there that now they're expecting a 40% correction, and we start seeing this on CNBC all the time. All these analysts are parading them in. Then you see Kramer coming out today with his special worst case scenario playing out. So everyone's now focused. This is way overblown, and this is the perfect opportunity for the market to give you a very violent reactionary rally. Now, the only thing that's, if we were a little bit closer to this 1250 area, I would say that's a great possibility. But this lingers underneath. I'm a big fan of channels and how to identify channels using 3 pivot areas. And, looking at this right now, you can see that this 1250 area comes right into play with this lower trend line. Also comes in as a big number. Also comes back to March lows. So you can see this area, that's why so many people are calling for this 1250 level. Now, again, when people are calling for that a certain level to be hit, it's almost that, a self-fulfilling prophecy. No one's willing to get into the market because they expect certain levels to be hit first. So this does look like a great level, 1250 for now. I would be buying this market going into tomorrow, Friday. I would be buying this market if we did gap down anywhere near this 1250 level. I would definitely think that would be the best opportunity. I don't know if that's going to happen. Or we're going to open up flat. We do have some economic number, after the open. So, it's really up in there to see what the futures are going to do overnight, or we wake up and how things are looking. Because we're going to go into the weekend. And the weekend is going to be, there's a lot of focus on votes in Greece, some changes. The EU is, the euro, the dollar. Everything's being talked about. Everything. It's just a powder keg in the markets, and it's just coming to the forefront, and they keep on bashing the markets. The market has pulled back a lot. But tremendous, and what was happening the other day, we were actually looking at the VIX, and we saw, I put out during the watch list, I said, we didn't see a move in the VIX comparable to what happened last March. But you know what it meant? And I said, let's see how this resolves. Let's see how this resolves because I want to learn from it. And I don't know if that means, if there was something else that was going to happen. But what that meant was there was just no fear in the market at that point. It was just telling you it's okay. The market was going down, but it wasn't going down with fear. And that's what you want. You want to see the fear spike for the VIX to spike up. You want to see that fear coming into the market. So this was a measurement of that, and then the last 2 days, you've been feeling that more and more. So now that we got that spike in the VIX, after the spikes in the VIX don't last too long. Consider it's a volatility index, and things usually come back down to a lighter volatility, unless the news gets worse, But again, you can see the VIX chart already overbought on the VIX chart, and if you use the stochastics, which is I use it mainly for stocks and the indexes, but you could use it for anything, basically. If it has a, if it has a measurement, it's being measured, then you can measure it with stochastics, the rate of the, positive and negative motion of the stock, or whatever you're tracking here. So you are overbought on the stochastics. Could also mean that we could get a pullback in the stochastics, which usually corresponds with a market rise. So going back out into the markets, I'm expecting, for me, a pretty decent snapback rally. Now going into like I said, going into the weekend, I would expect, go on a limb and say I expect that market to rally tomorrow, or at least have an upside day. Maybe not in the morning, but the latter part of the day. So if we look at a spike down early in the morning, I would look for that reversal late morning, and then a strong close into the weekend. If we get a move down to 12:50 in the morning, that would be perfect. That would be the perfect scenario. Even if we got a little spike down a little bit lower, kind of flushed out, usually going to see this type of pattern play out to the upside either way. Just take a look at the 60-minute chart. You can actually see a couple of interesting things. You definitely have this going out to April 28th. You have this overline downward trend line from a, where's that channel coming in? We actually are right on the lower channel line here if you're just taking it from May 6th out. But there is a steeper pivot back here. So I just extended that out, and that would probably meet us up with around that 1250. So 1250, again, even on the 60-minute chart, shows up as a major thing now. Watch what happens here. Not seeing that channel, usually you see two pivot areas like this. How are you going to determine where your channel is? Well, I always use a gap in the price level as a change of direction or something to start off that. So I could try to put my pivot area, or I put my trend line. I could start it there and keep equal distance apart, as from here to here, and then exactly just bring it down and see where it ends up. And if you take a look at that right there, it just basically ends up right at that price level. Also corresponds with this one. Everything looks very interesting if this is a channel on the 60-minute chart. 60-minute stochastics oversold. Again, we had a little bounce at the end of the day. Very interesting day tomorrow. Options expiration, triple witching. Always call for volatility on days like that. I'm thinking upside potential here. So if I want to be looking at a few stocks going into tomorrow also, again, that's why I'm going to put that green arrow. And you're going to see a lot more of these updates on the S&P, so keep an eye out for them. I was kind of slow on the videos the last 2 weeks. Getting back into it now. Citigroup, looking to re-enter that one. That was the last good trade we just picked up. Got a bounce on it. A beautiful bounce. See the daily chart kind of turning back over. We had a little pullback. Can't really see it good on the 60-minute chart, but on the 60-minute chart you can see it good, not on the daily. And you can see that we have a little retracement back here. So again, in the same situation, would like to buy it here with a stop right underneath this level. So it's a very good risk-reward trade, I'd say. A dollar stop. Pick it up tomorrow. Even for a short-term scalp. So Citigroup I'm looking at for tomorrow. That's symbol C. I'm going to look for some follow-through on AOL. We had a nice trade on AOL today. And that was good. That was a very good daily chart now. And got back into it because it did pull back. It actually had a beautiful run today. This is the daily chart, and you can see the stochastics very bullish. The momentum's here. We're pushing back up towards the 200. You can easily see this one continue to move higher. Now, it was an interesting day today because we had a nice run. We took profits. We took nice profits up here near the highs. And I think it was 2094, not 2096. Got up to like 21. And then it pulled all the way back. And we picked it back up here on this pullback. And it bounced, I think, in 2044 or something. So then it started bouncing back up. So we're back in the money on this. And I'm going to expect this one to continue to move up. And this is AOL, America Online. Very bullish daily chart. That's why I wanted to bring that one to your attention. Very bullish daily chart. AOL. UPS and FedEx. Added a little FedEx today. Gotta love these stocks down here. Just gotta love them. You can definitely see that topping formation here. That never really made new highs. Kind of had a head and shoulders formation. Kind of dropped off. Now, I haven't even thought about this, but let's just take the distance from here to here. This is just a rough estimate. That's a head. Say this is the head and shoulder neckline. I don't even know what this is going to come out to look. I never did this. I just noticed. I just try to do this. See where it comes out. See it come down. This is supposed to be your what we call a measured move. every pattern has a measured move, as kind of a mathematical approach of determining where you're going to see retracements, where you're going to see bounces, so based on patterns. So head and shoulders, as you take the top of the head down to the neckline, you extend that down from the break of the neckline, and you bring it down to this level, and that would be your measured move. So you got down very close to it. And again, I didn't put in, this can move up a little. Who knows I didn't take any exact measurements, but I just want to get a feel for this area. So this is UPS, and it actually held up pretty good today. It's been jumping around. It's way off the 20-period moving average. I think it was prime, and like the setup a lot here. $69 has a ton of recent upgrades back early in this year. Price targets up around the $90 level. So this looks great, along with FedEx, FDX. Similar situation. We got a little gap, a little pullback. This is going to continue to go. Again, if I expect this rally to happen tomorrow, then I think FedEx, UPS will be some of the leaders. So this is FDX right on the screen now. Let me write that down. So that's a little S&P update. I hope you enjoyed that. I will see you in the markets tomorrow. Tomorrow being Friday, June 17th. And then we'll get out at the new 10 for 1,000 watch list for next week. We'll go out early this weekend. We'll not get that out late again. All right. Talk to you soon.